Inside of Rec Room right now, there was a new update that brought a whole bunch of changes to the game that we will be covering. And honestly, that's really it for today's news video. Nothing too crazy, little light update video, and of course, let's get started. Before we get into this new update, I just want to say that I've been messing with webcam on all of my news streams recently. If you guys want some webcam silliness and you want to see me IRL, then of course, feel free to join one of these actual streams. So we received this new Rec Room update, the Find Your Path edition. It starts off with Rooms 2.0, no TLDR this time, and goes on to say, moved object properties to the top of the Maker Pen config pages, the Pathfinder component can now be properly set to be visible when circuits are not, and fixed an issue where sometimes objects wouldn't mirror clone properly and would just leave a copy in the same place as the original. Lastly, they fixed a bug where the Rooms to Connect widget would not be hidden when opening the chat menu. When it came to circuits, Rec Room had to say this. They fixed an issue where running the grabber get held object chip would cause a player that's stolen an object from a grabber to drop that object. And they fixed a bug where deleting a port group would sometimes make the other ports disappear. We also recently received some avatar changes too, which are pretty cool. For avatar faces, they managed to reduce the limitation of placement on big eyes. They also fixed a bug with the palm color for players currently using body paint. For general improvements and bug fixes, they fixed voice calls, including the profile picture, talking indicator, and background button flashing. Also fixed thumbnails in UGC storefronts, fixed a bug where UGC items would sometimes show the wrong cost within the widget watch, added exclusions to the Reset Maker AI button on the Maker Pen to not show up during audio sample editing, and room mods and higher roles now have the ability to kick players from a specific room instance. An optimal reason that can be provided, and a unique dialogue will inform players that they were kicked from the room instance by a room moderator or owner that shows the reasoning. And they had a few updates to referee as well, which are nice. For Rec Room Studio, they fixed a bug where recoloring studio objects that have textures would save the subroom, or loading other versions of the subroom results in broken materials for the recolored objects. And you can now register your own custom projectile prefab and use those properties with the projectile constant and projectile fire chips. And lastly, inside this update for experiments, they added a new widget watch experiment that always shows the portal panel, and added a gyro-based camera rotation as an option in experiments. Now, the whole gyro-based camera rotation as an option in experiment is like a feature where you'll be able to actually move your camera with your controller or phone, which is pretty interesting. Now, when it came to Avatar and their new fixes with the eyes and stuff, in case you weren't aware, when it came to eye spacing, there would be this little like median zone where the eyes wouldn't move at all. There was like a little limitation on how far you could actually space out your eyes and stuff, and it seems like they actually fully got rid of that. Inside this new update, I noticed a few things changed that weren't listed on the actual patch notes. First of all, we now have this new Rec Room Plus sign. It's like this bluish purplish now instead of the orange it used to be. Still the whole, same little membership UI. And if you go to the Play Store and you go to Featured this week, the featured rooms are different than what they used to be. So it seems like this update added new featured rooms and stuff. Our board is currently the same right now, and players have also been noticing that this new update kind of changed eye position for players, so some players have to actually go into all their outfits and readjust their eyes, which is kind of annoying. Rec Room, please stop doing this. And of course, if there's anything else that I missed inside this news video, be sure to let me know down inside the comments below. Oh, wow. This room is just beautiful. The ocean, the design on just the map, the whole layout, it's to die for. Oh my god. I gotta get used to you guys following me everywhere. Better time as any to say that I have channel memberships on this channel, and if you don't know already, people basically give me money every single month so that I can give them perks like being shouted out in all my videos and sneak peeks to all my videos as well. Of course, without any further ado, let's get started. Of course, massive shout out to Chicken Noodle, Sebastian Solis, Boy Kisser, oh my god, names unlisted, Misha, Not the Pup, Kobe Fan 76, Toms, Cam VR, Cam, Dex Storms, Nico, Nolan the Dragon Boy, Garlic Bread, It's Freddy RR, Dozer BBB, Burning Owl, Raphael, Netflix69, and of course, Box David. Some of these people on this actual list had started supporting today, but some of these people have been supporting for years. No matter how long you actually decide to use my membership, don't worry, because you'll be shouted out for whatever time you actually have that membership active. If that interests you, then consider joining the family. And I guess to the end of this super short video, if you watched all the way to this point in the video, comment small update, but instead of, SMALL, just say SMOL. Anyways, I will be making more Rec Room news videos in the future, and you guys should see some actual news videos on the screen right now that I've made either from the past day or two, or from a few weeks ago. Check them out, they're still relatively new. In my last video, we talked about I Showed Speed's brother, talking about Rec Room and stuff, so it's pretty interesting. Of course, like and subscribe, and of course, peace!